Mr. Sunny, can you hear me? Mr. Sunny, can you hear me?
Hi, Shraddha ma'am.
Yeah, hello.
Let
Yeah,
me,
your video is off.
yeah, just a minute.
Yeah, hello.
Hi.
Yeah, dear students, before sir takes the session, let me give a brief introduction about sir. Dear sir, it's my pleasure to introduce you as one of the esteemed speaker for today's orientation program. Mr. Sunny Kumar will be sharing his insights on the topic Future-Proof Skills, exploring emerging tech stacks for the next decade. Mr. Kumar is currently working as a UI developer at IBM Systems Development Labs, where he has been contributing for more than 7 years. With a total 9 years of rich industry experience, he has worked with leading organizations such as Cognizant and Infosys before joining IBM. He has strong expertise in a wide range of modern technologies, including JavaScript, Angular, JS, Angular 12, React, Golang, Java, HTML5, CSS3, jQuery, and Kubernetes. His exposure to agile methodologies and continuous hands on work with cutting edge frameworks had made him deeply experienced in building scalable, future ready digital solutions. Through his journey, Mr. Kumar has witnessed the rapid evolution of technology and has been at the forefront of adopting and implementing emerging tech stacks. Today, he will be guiding you on what it really means to be future proof in the ever changing technology landscape. So, we are honored, sir, to have you with us today. And I'm sure that your session would be an eye opener for all of us. Welcome.
Yeah, no, thank you so much, Shraddha ma'am, for such a warm introduction. Actually, I'll just share my screen. Let's just give me a 1 minute. I'll just rejoin, ma'am. I think this is asking me to quit and reopen. I'll just rejoin.
Yeah, okay, no issues. Dear students, sir will be rejoining back. सो टिल देन आपके पास मैसेजेस आ चुके हैं ट्रांसपोर्ट इंचार्ज के हॉस्टल इंचार्ज के मैं एक बार फिर मैसेज शेयर कर देती हूँ तो यू हैव द नंबर्स Dear students, I have shared the message again. So if you have any queries, you can contact them. बेटा 15 को इज योर ओरिएंटेशन डे फ्रेशर्स उसके बाद होता है डेट जब आप कॉलेज आएंगे कुछ टाइम आप क्लासेस लेंगे उसके बाद आपको पता चल जाएगी तो मिस्टर सनी कुमार हैव अगेन rejoined us and he is sharing his screen. Your screen is visible, sir.
Yep. Okay. Thank you so much, Shraddha ma'am, for the warm introduction. I'm glad to be part of this session, and I hope this session, like most of you, are make a lot of gain more lot of insights from this session, so that it actually helps you to grow in career and make your or shape your career once you join any of the organization, be it in any sector, in any domain. So yeah, let's begin with this quick introduction, what we are going to cover. And before that, I just wanted to make sure that I hope I don't want it to be like I'm continuously speaking and you don't ask any question. If you have any doubt, You can just post it in the chat, and I'll try to answer that in between also. So it's fine. I'll not wait till the end. You can answer. You can ask question in between as well. Okay. So let's start.
Mr.
Uh,
Sunny, actually the chat is off. So if
oh,
you
okay.
want, if you want the students to ask the question, you can ask me. I'll open the chat at that time.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
So let's start with this session. What are we going to learn from this session is, we are going to do a deep dive into the latest technologies or latest tech stacks which we are running in our IT industry specifically, and what were the latest technologies which you can actually opt for in order to choose or grow your career. And we'll also understand what are the software development trends which are more relevant in the market today, and how they are growing, how rapidly they are growing. I'll discuss each and every point of that, and later we'll come to the question and answer part. So yeah, if you see here, as ma'am said, right, I have been into industry for now 11 years, and this has been the key mantra for me. And I would uh, ask everyone to understand the key concept of this: learn, unlearn, and relearn. So you would think that it's very easy to understand, but this is a very very critical thing, and I would request everyone to have focus on this. Okay, and this has been my mantra, so I would request everyone to learn this as well. What do you mean by when we say learn, right? It's like, be it any organization, be it in any sector: automobile, finance, healthcare, IT, any sector, right? If you are choosing any sector, if you want to grow in your career, you have to keep on learning new skills, right? You have to keep yourself updated with the market. Now, when we say unlearn, this is a process where sometimes you will feel that, let's say you have joined any organization, you learn new skill, but after 5 years or 10 years, right, that skill which you had learned is getting obsolete now. So what you have to do is you need to get rid of that, right? And you need to give time to a new technology or new skill and try to relearn that skill. Correct. So this process is going to be a never ending process. It's a constant continuous process which you have to do irrespective of your organization or any sector also. So if you see this, I'll give my example here, right? I joined Infosys in 2014, and I started as a UI developer working on AngularJS. That was, if you people who don't know about AngularJS, it's like a framework which was actually helping organization to build their web applications, right? So I was working on Angular. I learned AngularJS. I was new to AngularJS also. So as a fresher, I learned that, and I worked on that for almost 2 to 3 years. But later, like after 3 years, Angular came up with their new version, that was Angular 2 or Angular 4, right? And then it keeps on increasing their version to Angular 12, Angular 16 also. So all those versions came coming, right? What I had to do is I had to unlearn my Angular JS skill and relearn the Angular skill, right? Angular 4, Angular 12. Why I'm saying is because it was completely different. Angular team had rewritten the entire thing into a new framework, and they redesigned the entire new framework from that. So I have to unlearn the syntaxes which I was using in AngularJS. I had to relearn the things which were the new concept or the new syntaxes or the new features which Angular 4 was providing, or Angular 12 was providing for that matter, right? So I have to learn all those new things and then start implementing or using it in my project. That is what I was doing till 2018, right? Next, in 2018, when I joined IBM, my manager, he asked me, Sunny, you have been working on AngularJS, but right now in our product, we are working on React, right? And we want resources to learn React and start working on React. Because in 2018, what happened is Angular early days, like in 2012, 2014, Angular was at its peak. Most of the application, most of the organization were opting for Angular to do the web application development. But I think 2015 and 2016 onwards, Angular started losing its market share, and React was gaining popularity at that time. And that's the reason most of the organization, why? Because again, React was very fast to develop and it was easy for the developers to learn that language. That's the reason that like most of the organization were like, okay, this will be very quick to develop a new application, we should opt React more instead of Angular, because Angular was very vast, right? So in 2018 I started learning React. That is called upskill. Why it is called upskill? Because I am in UI development. React is one of the UI feature, right? Or a framework or library. So I'm not changing my domain. I'm not going from front end to back end. So this is upskill. You are upskilling your scale, scaling your upskill, right? So what happens is, if you are into one domain, if you are learning new things in that, that is upskill. Now, when you try to learn a new technology altogether, which was not related to your domain, that is called your reskilling. So in IT, you will find a lot of people doing this, that they actually have to learn a new technology altogether. And that is reskilling. And like after 2 years, again, my manager asked me, he came and asked me, Sunny, I want to do, yeah, like, you are very pro or a champion in UI, but now I want you to learn backend technology, that is Golang. So I started learning Golang. Again, Golang, if you are not aware, Golang is something which language which was developed by Google, and it is used to do the backend development. So what is front end, what is backend development, that I'll cover in the next slides. But I'm just giving you a brief introduction, like why it is important to learn and unlearn things to keep yourself relevant and in the market, in the current market, right? Because every 10 years or 5 years down the line, you will see that some technology has evolved and some technology has got eradicated, right? So to keep yourself relevant to the market, you need to be very flexible with it. You need to adapt yourself very quickly to the market. Otherwise, no one is going to ask for you. Okay, and this is the harsh reality which everyone should ask, which everyone should agree with. Okay, so this is the whole process of learning and unlearning and relearning. That is why I say, if you, and it's not only about IT industry, if you are in a finance sector, if you are in a healthcare sector, or even in the automobile, if you might have seen the evolve, how the automobile industry has evolved, right? From the like we are coming up with new EV vehicles as well, right? So all those things, in every organization they are learning new technologies or new things which will eventually help them to grow their organization share, right? So this is what all about learning, unlearning and relearning your skills. With this, I'll just start with our main agenda, that is, what are the various tech stacks which you can opt for or you can pursue going ahead in your life, right? One of them is the data science and analytics, which is again a very important one. Why is it important? I really don't have to make you understand that. Now, if you see the data, which is again, if you see here, it's written, it's a new gold in this era, right? Why it's a new gold? Earlier, we should say, okay, we should invest in gold. We can also coal was also considered as a black gold, right? But now data is the new gold. And why I'm saying this is because in this generation, in this decade, right, AI has taken so much of empowerment, and it has gained so much of popularity that every organization is talking about it, right? And in order to make anything work, any AI thing work, you need to have the data, right? And that's why we consider it as a goal. What we do, what the organization does with this data, they draw inferences, they draw insights from this, right? So this helps the organizations to make some informed decisions and drive their business activities, right? If you see, I'll give you an example for this, right? You might have visited a lot of times on any of the e-commerce website, be it Amazon or Flipkart, right? When you open any e-commerce website, you try to log in on that, right? And you, let's say if you're searching for a refrigerator or any mobile phone also, what Amazon does it internally, it actually tracks your activity. Not, it's not only about Amazon, I'm just giving an example. It actually tracks your activity. Which are the menus you have clicked on, how many times have you clicked on those menus, and how many times have you visited this page. So all these activities are getting tracked. they track this activity, they come up with, they can actually do multiple things with this insights, right? What they can do is they can actually sell it to the other organization also, that this user is actually looking for a refrigerator, or this user is actually looking for a television. So what will happen next time when you try to open any other application, you will see that those ads are coming up. You might have observed that, right? Those ads are coming up in your application, be it IRCTC app or any other Ola app, any other app which is actually showing you advertisement. There you might see that, okay, you were comparing, you were looking for a refrigerator, now this is giving you an ad, right? Or you might even see a pop-up which will tell you that, okay, this is a new refrigerator which is coming in the market, you can look for this. So all those things can be extracted from your activity, a user activity, the way you log into the website, what are the activities you are doing, all those things are getting tracked minutely. Okay. Next, if you consider, let's say if this is about the e-commerce website, like online thing, right? There are few things which are done in offline as well, right, in order to understand the human behavior. For example, if you are going to any store, maybe Star Bazaar or DMart or maybe any other fashion store, consider, let's go with the grocery store, right? You are going to a grocery store. I'm going to a grocery store. If let's say I'm going to buy some grains or maybe some vegetables, what they can observe from the camera is already there in the stores, right? So they try to understand the human behavior through that camera surveillance. Okay. So let's say if I'm going one day, I'm going to the Star Bazaar, and I went there to buy a fruit or a vegetable, and I was looking from where have they kept it, right? Where was that actual store where they're keeping the fruits and vegetable? And I found it very difficult, and I got even irritated with that. Okay, where is it? I have to ask multiple times the storekeeper, where is the fruit, where is the apple, where is, let's say, orange, and all those things, right? So I had to ask them continuously to get the to reach to that place and get those things, uh, buy those things, right? Next time, what, like, let's say if you, let's say day one you went to, you saw that, okay, you had to ask multiple times to the storekeeper. Maybe 2 months or 3 months or 5 months down the line, you might observe that they have changed the position of the places where they were keeping the fruits, where they're keeping the vegetables, where they're keeping the packed items and all those things, right? What do you think, what is the need of doing that? So that particular next day when I went, right, let's say after 2 years or 2 months or 3 months, when I visited the same store, Star Bazaar store, I saw that the vegetable and the fruit, the basket, they were keeping at just at the entrance of the gate. Why? So that I can directly go, because most of the people go there, right, to buy these things often, right? And they want to save their time also. So if it is at the entrance itself, it will be very easy and quick for me to do do the whole process of buying these things, right? So they try to understand purpose, what is the purpose of this particular customer to visit to my store on a regular basis. What is that he's looking for on a regular basis? What I can do to make his experience even better, right? What I can do to make him happy with our customer, or you can say the experience, right? Experience of buying a vegetable or a fruit. This might sound that this is very minimal or trivial things, but trust me, this organizations are going till this root level to understand your psychology, your behavior, and they're trying to read your mind as well. Okay. And that is the power of this data. Once they are gaining this data or your behavior, they can make you do things which are really never intended to do. For example, there are often many times where we really don't want to do shopping, or we let's say Zomato, I don't want to open Zomato, I don't want to buy or order any food for me, I don't want to order burger. But sometimes when I'm discussing with one of my friend that I love the burger of this place, suddenly I see a pop-up on my mobile that, okay, you are hungry, you can order a burger from this place. This is a recommended place, right? So all those stuff keeps on making you do things which you never intended to do, but now you're falling in that trap, right? You fall for buying those, doing the shopping, buying clothes for you, or ordering food which you never wanted to. So all those things are being done, so they are playing with your mindset, right? So this is what data can do with people. Again, this is something, on the one side we have these kind of things, but on the other hand, well, let's say if you consider the healthcare, where we want to have the data of each patient. Why? Because let's say if there is any issue which is coming up in the middle of the night, right? The hospital or the data, the doctor, if he has your data, he will be able to operate you very quickly, right? And he can also share that data with other hospital. Let's say in that hospital that particular doctor is not available, he can share that data which he has monitored from you. He can share that with the other doctors, so that on the basis of your past history, he can recommend you something, or he can operate you, right? So that these kind of things are also there, and which is helpful for the other sectors, right? For that's the reason data science and analytics, this has become very prominent in our today's world. Okay. And the average salary which you get as a data scientist might range between this $130,000 to 170,000. So this is a median one. Okay. Don't be hard on this. This is just a median one. Coming to, I saw somebody has raised a hand. Do you have any question here?
Jatin has raised the hand, so I'll open the chat. If you have any question, Yogita have also raised the hand, so you can write down in the chat. Students, you can write down the question in the chat.
Okay, so meanwhile, I'll continue with the next role. You can keep posting your question in that chat box. So yeah, talking about the next role which we can opt for, or we can opt for, is security and data management. Again, this is a very critical role for everyone to understand why it is critical. I'll give you an example. So first, let me tell you what this actually means is, for any organization, you have your data, you have your employees' data, you have your clients' data, and everything, right? Which you never want to share with the outer world or the external world, right? You need to protect your data. How to do that? You need to have certain software, certain application which will help you to do that, right? And that has become an integral part of your enterprise applications. Okay. Now, this is why is this important? You might have heard about last year there was a CrowdStrike, Microsoft outage was there, correct? Why did it happen? It happened because it was a malware which was actually introduced, and it actually disrupted the entire aviation industry. No flights were flying, right? The banking sector was completely disrupted. No activities were being done. IT industry, people who used to work in the IT organization, their laptops were not working. Why? Because of that Microsoft outage. And most of the IT industry, they are using the Microsoft, right? So what I'm trying to say is, if you're not concerned about your data management and the security aspect, you are going to lose your clients. You are going to lose, or get going to lose your client and lose a lot of money. Because last year, when I the example which I gave of Microsoft, they lost billions of dollars in that, because of that, right? And a lot of issues were created. It's kind of a, you can say, a digital havoc was created, right? And another example I might give is about ransomware. I don't know how many of you heard about it, but ransomware is a kind of a malware which is introduced into your system, and they will kind of encrypt your files, and they will start asking for ransom in order to decrypt it, give you the keys for decrypting it. They will actually ask a ransom for that. And that's how, and that ransom is not like you're giving them money. It's kind of a cryptocurrency. In cryptocurrency or some other way will be there to do that deal, right? That is what is a ransomware attack or a ransomware threat. So every organization is on their toes to make sure that they don't lose their data, and they have 110% secure wall, right? When I say secure wall, That means they are securing their data, their clients' data, correct? So that they don't lose a lot of money and their time as well. Okay. So now, how is it important for every organization, that I've already explained. But at the same time, every organization might not afford this, because this involves a lot of cloud computing. And when cloud computing gets involved, you have to pay a lot of money to do the those create those infrastructure for you, and monitor those tools as well, right? So I myself, I'm working one of the storage insight, which is one of the observability tool, which helps organization to monitor these kind of threats. And storage insight is again about getting the data and introducing or getting insights from that and showing it to the client. So for example, you have your application is running, you have an organization where your application is, let's say, using total capacity of your app, you have your around 100 GB, consider 100 GB, and your application is taking around 50 or 60 odd GB. Okay. Now, my job should have been there that, okay, the moment you reach 80 GB, I should tell my client that, okay, your max limit is 100. Right now, you are running on 50 GB. Going ahead, maybe after 1 year or 2 years, I will also tell you the exact date. By this date, you will reach your threshold. Now, when I say threshold, it's like a maximum limit which you allow your capacity, your application to grow, right? The moment it reaches the threshold, you need to increase your capacity, you need to increase your infrastructure, right? That's how storage insight work to help their customers in order to make more prominent or more active decisions ahead of what they might see. So this will actually help the client to avoid their downtimes, right? Let's say you are running an organization and you have got total 100 GB capacity, and suddenly there has been a spike in the capacity, and if it is crossing the threshold, you can't ask your customer that, oh, there is a downtime because I haven't bought a new capacity device or storage device, I need to buy a new device for and that will take around 2 to 3 days. So for 2 or 3 days there will be downtime on my application. No one can afford that. I'm telling you, no organization can afford the downtime. If we are doing that, trust me, it will only last for 3 or 4 years, not more than that, right? So this becomes a very critical aspect for any organization to have security and data management. You have got lots of opportunities. There will be lots of organization also who are working on this area or this sector. Okay. The minimum or the median average salary which you any cybersecurity engineer might get is around 126 odd dollars. Okay. So I'll go to the chat. I'll try to answer a few of the questions here. Okay. So what is the roadmap for data science? Again, okay, Yogita, I think this is a very another deep dive topic. What is the roadmap? But in general, in this session, I don't have much time. But yes, in this session, we'll only cover about what are the tech trends or what are the technologies which you can consider while pursuing your career. But if you want to talk deep about it, it will take a lot of time, right? And especially if you talk about the roadmap. So, and going to the next, can you tell me the freelancing skills can learn side by side? Yeah, you can learn any web application language, like React is there, Angular is there. For backend also, there are lots of technologies. Right now, Golang is very popular, but yeah, Python and Java is already there. You can learn that for freelancing as well. Which one is better opinion, option, AI or machine learning or data analysis? See, it depends completely on your mindset, what you are more interested in, because these are two different things, right? People often tend to mix these two things, but yeah, they are completely two different path, and it depends on you, your interest, and the opportunity which you get, right? That's the most important thing. So where are you getting placed, in which organization you are getting placed, that again plays a very important role to define this career path, right? And you can't expect that, okay, if you're working any banking domain, you won't expect too much of AI things there. Reason being, they are more kind of a secure people who actually don't want to get adapted to new technologies, right? So they are more kind of skeptical about AI things. So It depends on your organization, which organization you are getting into, right? Interested in data analysis scientist field, which tool can I learn in future? Power BI, SQL. Yeah, there are multiple tools. We have a section of AI, we'll cover in that as well. And what should I master to be get data analysis? Okay, okay, I already answered that. Okay, so moving on to the next thing.
Yogita will answer your question in the college, right? You can come to us. We'll answer your question regarding the roadmap. It's a detailed question, right?
Yeah. Moving on to the next topic, we have got full stack development. So in full stack development, when I say full stack, this is kind of uh, it's a mix of front end and back end technologies. A person who is pro in front end technologies as well as in back end technology, he is considered as a full stack developer. So now what does the front end developer do is, let's say you open any application, be it Facebook, be it any Amazon, Flipkart, Instagram, right? You see a UI there. When I say UI, it's a user interface. You see a UI there. All those UI are being created by a front end developer. Okay, that is what a job of front end developer, to create the UI. Now, when you see the data in that UI, those data will be coming from somewhere, right? You have got a MongoDB or maybe a SQL DB at the back end, from where you are getting those data, and you are rendering or giving it to the UI to render it on the UI, correct? So that whole process of reading or fetching the data from the database, manipulating it or optimizing that data, showing it on the or passing it on to the UI as a response, and then rendering it or displaying it, that is the whole process which a full stack developer has to do. Okay, and that's the reason a full stack developer might have to learn React, UI technologies like React, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, TypeScript, right? All those things. And for backend, he might have to learn again, as I said, JavaScript. Sorry, Java is there, Python is there, Node is there, Golang is there, which has again a very popular one. Right now, in our product also we are using Golang. So yeah, it's a very popular one. So I I have worked as a full stack developer for maybe 2 or 3 years, but later on, as my I had to become a SME. When I say SME, it's kind of a subject matter expert. So when I had to choose that, I have to again switch back to the UI, because I have been working on UI for last 7 to 8 years, right? So in order to become a SME, you can't be like, okay, you are SME of everything, right? You have to be SME of particular domain, a particular sector, technology. So I chose the path of being a SME of a UI development, and that's the reason even right now in my organization, I'm working as a UI lead. Like it's been 3 years now, working as a UI lead now. Right, maybe I'll pursue for next role will be maybe of a manager or an architect, depending on my interest. So yeah, these are the technologies which you can go through. I hope most of you are already aware of these technologies. And the average salary which you get, full stack developer, will be around this 110, $110,000, right? So coming to the backend development, right? I just wanted to highlight one more thing. There will be time when you are learning. Let's say you are learning Java. Maybe 5 years or 10 years down the line, projects will be or products will be built upon some other language, right? Even it is happening now. Most of the products are actually now built upon Golang. Again, the same reason, it is very fast and it's very easy for the developers to learn, and also people are opting it because it's very quick as well, right? Like most of the developers can do it, learn it and do it in a very quick span of time. That's the reason most of the products are actually opting for Golang also. But what my point here is that when you are learning something, right, you're not sure of whether this will go for a 5 years period of time or 10 years period of time, whether it will be relevant for that long or not, right? What you need to do is you need to keep yourself updated, whatever technology is coming. If you're doing that, right, nobody can I mean, I can assure you that nobody will be able to replace you. Okay. Why? Because you are a person who is flexible enough, who is adaptive enough to learn these things, new technologies. Your manager will always be happy with you. Okay, because the work which you are doing is just not only about day to day, but also you are giving some business to your organization, right? You're it's a See, the thing is, if you're not able to convert your work into monetary benefits or a profit for your organization, then there is a chance that you will get replaced. But if you are capable enough to do that, I think nobody will be able to replace you. And you have to aspire for becoming that kind of a person, that irreplaceable. We say that, right? Irreplaceable. So you need to aspire for that. Okay. So this is again one of the key role which you can opt for, or you can pursue for. Okay. Full stack development. Yes. So here comes the king of everything, that is the AI. And why I'm saying that, because most of you have already heard about this AI thing going on like on a daily basis, and everything. Open your TV or any social media, LinkedIn or maybe Naukri.com, right? Everywhere people are talking about AI, and there is a reason for that. Obvious reason. People might have thought, okay, artificial intelligence, why it is important. Again, this is important in every sector. It's not specific to IT. It is important for each sector. And how it is important, I'll give you example for each of them, right? So it has got importance in healthcare as well, healthcare sector. So if you go to any big hospitals or private hospitals, you will see a lot of machines which are showing a lot of data, and all those things are being done. What do you think? What are those data being read for, right? A patient, thousands of patients are coming in your sorry, thousands of patients are coming in your hospitals, right? You need to monitor the record of each patient. Okay, and you cannot be lazy with that. You cannot be lethargic on that aspect, right? You have to be on your toes every time. So when you are keeping the record of each and every patient, because this is something to related to your medical health, right? So you need to have the exact and precise data of your patient. It's not like, okay, 10-20 रुपया ऊपर नीचे हो गया, it will not affect. It's like very critical. For any patient, you are having any records, any past record, any data, that data is important to make a informed decision by the doctor, that what kind of procedure he can do with you. If there is any kind of let's say if you are going to any hospital, right? You the doctor usually asks you about what was your past record, like what was there any kind of disease which you had suffered, or was there any kind of operation which you had suffered, like you have been through. So those kind of data is very critical for anything uh, which has to be done in future, right? And that can be done by artificial intelligence. So this will actually I don't know how many of you have heard about this, that there are robots being created to do operations as well, right? They will not do exact the operation, but they might assist the doctors to do that, or the surgeons to do that, right? So that aspect is already going on. Then in the finance sector, I think we have got the chatbots, right? Which will actually analyze the market, and they predict the market as well, and they will do the trading. You don't have to do trading, like you have to sit on the laptop and you don't have to do the trading. Your bot will do the bot will analyze the risk. It will analyze what is the maximum profit which you can get out of it. All the analysis and the prediction will be done by the bot itself. You don't have to do that, right? That is again in the finance sector. When it comes to the automobile sector, whenever you buy a car, right, you will see that a lot of advanced features being used in the cars as well, right? One is like driverless car. I mean, your car, you are driving car, but driver is not there. So one another feature which you might have seen is that, let's say you are running going for a long drive, right? And there is a shortage of fuel in your car, and in the monitor you can see, I mean, in the screen you can see it pops something like you are running out of fuel. Do you want me to search a fuel station nearby? So what that does is it actually reads what is the level of fuel in your car. It will generate, okay, the level of fuel is going beyond the threshold. Now I have to inform my driver or maybe the passenger that you need to look for a fuel station. So they actually gave you a insight about that, okay, that this is something which you need to think of. Now once you press yes, I want to look for a fuel station nearby me, that is something, you can say that the car is itself giving you an option. See, there is one thing that giving an alert is a different aspect. Working on that alert or giving a solution to that alert is a different aspect. So for example, the car job was, in this case, the car giving you an alert that the fuel is like you are running out of fuel is just a generation of an alert, right? He's just informing you. But if he's telling you that I can search a nearby fuel station for you, that means he is giving a solution to you as well. It's not only giving you an alert, but it also giving you a solution to that, right? So basically, all the application in any organization has to not only identify the problem, but also should be capable enough to troubleshoot that problem, to help the customers to troubleshoot it, right? So that is another aspect of AI in your car. So there are many aspects in automobile industry. This is one of them. Then we can talk about we talked about travel industry. We can talk about travel industry. So there are even agentic AIs which are actually creating the whole workflow of booking the tickets. For example, if I want to book a ticket from Pune to Delhi, right? I don't have to go and search like what are the flights, what is the preferable time, and which is the cheapest one. And which has the maximum charges for convenience fee, which has the lowest one. So all those things I don't have to compare. I just have to enter the prompt, and then the agentic AI will actually take that prompt. It will work on that. It will actually look for all the flights which are working, which has the cheapest rate, which is according to my preferable time, and it will automatically book that ticket as well. It will book the seat for me as well, and it will just directly give me the tickets. So it is running the entire workflow of booking a flight, right? That is what agentic AI does. So if you see here, we have got generative AI and the agentic AI. Both of them are very popular now, right? The generative AI, the basic difference between both of them is generative AI is basically it's kind of generates your content, right? It's more of a artistic thing where you are giving it will give you the content or the things which you can write and all those things, or you can graph can it can generate a graph for you, it can generate an image for you, but it doesn't do any activity or any it doesn't achieve any goal, right? That can be done only by a agentic AI, which has been very popular nowadays. And the example which I gave you, right? So all those things can be done. Then I think the travel industry, when I said travel industry, they also see that I'll give you an instance, right? You must have observed whenever you are traveling during Diwali or any festival, right? Especially Diwali, the flight prices goes up, right? Why it surges? The reason is the flight aviation industry, they actually keeps a track of all your festivals, right? All your important festivals, for be it Holi, be it Diwali or Christmas, right? Depending on that, they actually charge you. It's not like even during monsoon they can give you an offer, because during monsoon people avoid traveling a lot of, right? A lot of people avoid traveling. So during monsoon what they can do is, in order to sell their ticket, they can give you more offers, and they can like give you some lucrative offer, right? Because you will tend to do, okay, this is the flight is very cheap now, I can go here, I can roam around to this place, right? So all these taxes, and during the Christmas, during Diwali, they will do the prices will go very high. Why? Because they know that this during this time everybody will move from one place to the other place, and that's the reason that they do this kind of analytics to uh, make profit out of it. Okay. And the median salary which AI person can get is around 1,50,000, right? Then we have got another. Okay. Yeah. Another role is about the DevOps and the CI/CD. Um, to explain this is like I'll give you a brief introduction about the infrastructure, the storage infrastructure or the cloud infrastructure. Okay. So whenever you create any application, you have to deploy that application on any cloud to make it available or to make it host to the people so that they can use it, right? So what happens is when you are going to host it on any of the cloud environment, be it Google Cloud, IBM Cloud, or Amazon Cloud, right? Any of the cloud, you need to create an infrastructure, right? You need to pay them as well. You have to pay them certain amount of money to deploy your application. But this process of deploying your application to their infrastructure, that needs certain set of people with certain set of skills, and that is what we call as DevOps and the CI/CD. So it is the key responsibility of a DevOps guy to make sure that whatever application is being developed in an organization, how easily it gets deployed to the cloud or to the environment. That is his job, basic job. Okay. That is what we say. In order to streamline this process, what are the various approaches or what are the various techniques a DevOps engineer can think of? That is the key role of it. Okay. So here you can see that the pivotal trend in the latest software technology is for continuous integration and development. When I say continuous integration, is like I'm writing a code for my application. Once I have written the code, I have to push my code to somewhere, right? Generally, we have Git. So we push our code to a Git so that everybody, like I'm not the only one working on my application, right? There are multiple people who will be working on that. So if there will be chances that you will get some conflicts as well. So people actually write code, they push it on the Git. Now, once you have pushed the code on your Git, Git is basically version control, wherein you can store all your data, all your code and push it on the GitHub. From there, you can actually create a pipeline which will run and deploy it on your environment. Then when I say the environment, is the cloud environment. So that process of continuous integration and the deployment is what we refer as CI/CD. Okay. CI/CD focuses on automating the testing and the deployment process. As I said, right, there are earlier, like in earlier days, we used to do it manually, and it used to take 2 or 3 days to deploy an application because every 6 months you're releasing a new version of it. Nowadays, every month you are releasing a new version of your application. Earlier, it was like every 6 months or 1 year we are deploying the application. So it used to take 2 to 3 days. But now, after these, lot of techniques have come. After that, what has happened? The CI/CD thing can be done within an hour or a couple of hours, right? So it has drastically reduced the time span of deployment. And this CI/CD team actually works on the same thing again and again. How, what is there any kind of script which I can write to deploy or make this process even faster? Is there any kind of technology which I can use to make even this more faster? So they keep on thinking on that and keep on working on writing on scripts and everything. So here they can use Python or any other language as well. So this is one of the major role for the CI/CD developer. And the median salary which we see for any of the developer is around 1,20,000. This is again a median salary. So yeah, so this is all about the various tech trends and the technologies which you can think of. Right now, I think most of you have already like started going through these technologies or skill sets. But I just wanted to highlight here one point that be it any technology or any skill which you are working on, you just have to be honest with it. Okay, why I'm saying is because anything which you are learning unwillingly, that is going to kill you in the market. Okay, so when you are learning anything, just be prepared that you have to be a SME. You have to become a SME in any technology, be it DevOps, AI, and machine learning, or maybe data science, anything, right? Just try to be a SME on that and be flexible don't be so reluctant, okay, that okay, I am working on this, I will be working on this throughout my life. That is not going to happen. And this not only the harsh reality of IT, but also for other sectors, right? Someday, today you're working on this technology, 10 years down the line you will be asked to reskill and work on some other technologies, right? That might happen, so you have to be prepared. Like I give my example to all my teammates as well, right? Earlier when I joined IBM, like I joined my organization, I was working as a fresher. Then after 6 years I'm working as a UI lead. Now I'm aspiring for becoming an architect. Now when I'm becoming an architect, when I'm aspiring for that, I cannot work the way I was working as a UI lead or a developer, correct? I have to change the style of my work, the way I'm thinking, my mindset, everything has to be changed. And that will be done like uh, maybe 1 year, 2 year, it might take even more than 3 years for me to do that. But that is the process, and that is the way you need to grow in your career. Okay, so with that I would like to end this session and we can go to Q&A. So yeah, Shraddha ma'am, you could.
Yeah, the chat is open, students. You can write your questions in the chat.
Okay, so the first question is cloud computing. Do you want me to explain what is cloud computing? So Mohit, I think see basic. I'll give you a basic idea of it. As I said, right, whenever we uh, create any application, we don't have to think about and let's say if I'm creating an application, as my organization is very small, let's say 50 people are working in that organization, we don't have a huge strength, right? And huge team to think about not only about the application but also the area or the process where we can deploy that. Then in that case I will go to a market wherein other organization will provide me the infrastructure, the data centers where I can store my data, where I can deploy my application, right? So I don't have to worry. As an organization I will be tension free of creating an infrastructure, thinking of the compute, thinking of the networking, thinking of your storage capacity. This will not be my headache, right? So all these things can be given to a third party organization wherein you can pay a certain amount of money to them to host your application. So basically that is kind of a cloud computing. What is the future of Mon stack developer? So Nitesh, this is again very interesting one because I have not covered it in my slide, because this was earlier, like back in 2019-20, it was gaining more of popularity. But right now I think there has been a shift from Mon stack to the kind of a SME thing, and I would like you to also focus on the SME, because see what happens is when you say that you are Mon stack developer, nobody, if somebody is looking for a person who is an SME, nobody will consider you for that role. Okay, because a person, everybody knows this thing that one single person cannot work on all the technologies with the same level of expertise, right? That's the reason there has been a shift that focusing on the expert. So I would recommend not to focus on that, and that's why I have not covered it in the Excel, sorry, in the PPT also. Strong foundation in the AIDS field. Which programming language should I focus on? And then in long run, what would be the right signal? See, it depends, Yogita. I mean, I think already Shraddha ma'am has told you. Is AI going to replace? No, no, no. So this has been a question for all the developers. Is it going to replace the developers or not? Um, right now, I'll tell you what is happening in IT organization. They are creating their own co-pilots. Okay, so for example, we have got ChatGPT, right? Similar kind of tool have been like all the organization, be it Oracle, IBM, other organizations also, they are creating their own chat GPT. The name will be different, but the work will be same. Okay, so it definitely this will impact few of the developers who are underperforming, but people who are very confident and very strong with their skill set, they do not worry about it, because the whole intention with this is that they will um, utilize their expertise to make things do faster, right? For example, if I'm going to write, if I'm giving an estimate to my manager that I have got 6 team members, they are working on a certain piece of code, they will take, let's say, 100 days. By using this chat gpt or a tool something like chat gpt, they can write this code within maybe not 100 days, it can get reduced till 10 days or 20 days also. So they will also cover the unit testing of that, they will also documentation can be taken care of with that. So there are many aspects which are coming out of this, it's just that it will help you to grow, like the productivity will grow basically. Okay, so it will not replace all the developers. Yes, it will impact few of them, and that is already being highlighted. Like if you are aware about the layoffs which are going on in the IT industry, definitely we cannot deny that. But if you are very confident enough, I think you can sustain in this industry for a longer period of time. You just, as I said, right, you have to get adaptive to the whatever new thing is coming, you need to get adaptive to that. Earned isn't easy in it. That is this salary which I have shared, right? This is mainly for the US market. Is it good to start with? You can, I mean, it's really, and to be honest with you, most of the enterprise application which you will see today in the market, all of them has Java. So, and in the market also, you will, like we used to say that whenever you will throw a stone, it will go and hit a Java developer only in IT. The reason is that there are a lot of people who are learning Java, and because again, the same, it's a cycle thing, right? Because since we have a lot of application developed on Java, we have got so many Java developers. Okay, so it's okay to start with Java. It's not bad, but yes, I would recommend there are other languages as well, especially Python, which you can think of. Okay, which is the first language we should learn for strong base. You see, it depends. Like you want to, this is the initial stage of your college life, right? So, um, you have to decide first what is your, like, depending on your branch, you need to decide whether you want to go, if you're in a core branch, whether you want to go into the core companies, the Maharatnas of Indian government or the PSUs, or you want to really come into the IT, the private sector, right? It depends. First bifurcation has to be done on that basis. Then once you have decided that you are coming to the IT industry, then you will have to understand, okay, which are the like which are the tier one companies which I'm targeting from, be it Google, Facebook, React, or any other companies, right? So where are you targeting for? What are your target, what are your goals? Depending on that, you'll have to prepare yourself. And in order to get into those companies, see, the basic thing is your analytical and logical skills. Okay, when we consider, even I go to the many colleges for doing this interview, right? And we are not looking at the skill set which you have, we are looking at the how logically sound you are, right? Or what are your thinking, and what are your how good are you with the algorithms. So this is one of the aspect which we look for in any fresher candidate, right? Languages and all those things we consider for the lateral, or the for people who are having certain years of experience. So you should focus right now, you should only focus on your algorithm and the data structure. Is this okay? Then we have, okay, the same question is repeated. Cloud have good future or not? Almost students computer science and which language you want to study? To start, see, again, it depends on the companies which you are, like which are coming for placement in your organization, in your college, right? So if tier one company or tier two or tier three companies are coming, you can think based on the that's what I said, right? Based on the company which you want to go in, you have to do that preparation. If you're targeting for tier one, you have to work very hard with these DSA. And if you are okay with tier two and tier three companies, then I think even the basic preparation would be sufficient for that. And design which language you want to study first. If you are in computer science, don't worry, they will teach you many languages. So I think right now, I'll in my college days, I used to study C and C++. I don't know what is the syllabus now, so depending on the syllabus only. But I would say, to start with, you can go with Java on the backend, or Python, and on the UI you can learn JavaScript. JavaScript is the basic, the basic platform which is on top of which all the framework or the libraries are built upon. So be it React or Angular. BBA student who are just starting their career, I'm sorry, but you guys, I don't have too much knowledge of the administration line. But yeah, if you are coming to the IT industry, there is again a lot of opportunities for the BB and the MBA students also. Because if you see, every product which we develop has a product manager, and you can't skip that. You need to have a product manager. He is the one who will come up with all the requirements. He will go to the client, he will go to the customer and try to understand what a customer want in this product, what are their feedbacks, what is their, like, what are the features which they have liked and which they want, what are the features which they don't like and want to change it. So all those kind of thing, a product manager does. So I think even MBA people have, BB people have a lot of scope in this. um, okay, so what level of DSS you got in interview? That's what it say, depends on the company. So few companies will actually ask you the basic one, few can might ask you the tougher ones. Okay, so I hope I have answered all the questions.
Yeah, yeah, you have covered all the questions. So, thank you so much for such an informative session. And thank you so much for taking out time from your busy schedule and guiding our students on the future ready skills. Your talk has been truly inspiring. You not only highlighted the importance of staying updated with emerging technologies like Angular, React, Golang, but have also reminded us that adaptability, continuous learning, and the right mindset are the real keys to being future ready. Your journey from Infosys and Cognizant to IBM is a great example of how consistent efforts and passion for technology can create a lasting impact. On behalf of WCTM family, I express my heartfelt gratitude to you for guiding our students to prepare in this ever-changing world of technology. Once again, thank you so much for your valuable time, and we look forward for many more opportunities to hear from you,
Okay.
and even for the placement drives this year.
Thank you so much, Shraddha ma'am. Thank you everyone.
Yeah, thank you for your time. Mm. So, dear students, our next esteemed speaker, Ms. Shivani Patel, have joined us. Ms. Shivani, can you hear me? Ms. Shivani, can you hear me? Hello, Ms. Shivani, can you hear me?
Hello. Hello. Thank you.
Yeah, Ms. Shivani, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, your video is switched off. Could you please switch on your video?
Yes.
Dear students, yeah, hi. Dear students, before ma'am takes the session, let me give a brief introduction about ma'am. And it's my pleasure to introduce you as one of the esteemed speaker for today's orientation program. Ms. Shivani Patel will speak on a very highly relevant and critical topic, that is cybersecurity in the age of AI, protecting against smarter attacks. Uh, at present, she's currently working as a cybersecurity engineer at Central Logic in Pune, where she specializes in monitoring networks and server to ensure security and performance at the highest standard. In her role, she efficiently manages and evaluates incidents and alerts, responds promptly to immediate threats, and safeguards sensitive data from potential cyber threats. Before joining Central Logic, she worked as a security operations center analyst at InfoPercept Consulting, where she gained deep hands-on experience in security monitoring, incident handling, and breach detection. Her structured problem-solving approach, along with her ability to assess and respond to threats quickly, has made her a valuable contributor in the strengthening organizational security. She also has a prior experience as a developer at Shadow ERP Technologies, which gave her a strong foundation in critical thinking, technical problem solving, and communication. Over the years, she has built expertise in incident response, threat analysis, and reporting, actively contributing to team collaboration and strategic security decisions. With cybersecurity threats becoming increasingly sophisticated in the age of AI, her insights today will help us understand not only the risk but also the proactive measures we must take to defend against these evolving attacks. So, dear ma'am, we are honored to have you with us today. Welcome to the session.
Thank you. Thank you for the introduction.
My pleasure.
Okay. Let me share my screen. It is visible.
Yeah, your screen is visible.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Hello everyone. I hope you are all enjoying this day. My today's topic is cybersecurity in the age of AI, protecting against a smart attack. So let's begin. First of all, what is cybersecurity? There is two separate words, cyber and security. So, cyber means that anything related to computer or digital technology, and other is security. Security is protecting something. So we can combine, and then cybersecurity is all about keeping our computers, phone, and personal information safe from bad people who want to steal our data or damaging something. Uh, Cybersecurity trends to watch in 2025, which is nowadays. There are list of important trends in cybersecurity that everyone knows because they can affect how we stay safe online in the near future. Let's check what all are cybersecurity trends to watch. First, AI powered cybersecurity attacks, which is hackers use artificial intelligence to launch smarter and faster attack. Uh, Example, automatically finding weak points in the system. Sorry. Second one is quantum computing threats. Quantum computing threats are super powerful and can break the traditional security methods. Example is easily cracking encryption password. Third one is zero day exploitation, which is attacker can use unknown software weaknesses before developers fix them. It is dangerous before there is no deficiency initially. Insider threats. Insider threat is coming from people inside the organization like employees. Uh, example example is someone intentionally or accidentally take leakage sensitive data, just like password, personal information, company information, etc. Third one is Cloud security challenges. Cloud security challenges, we all are using Google Drives. Um, we all are using Google Drives, cloud storage, etc. So, as more data moving to cloud storage, securing cloud system become handler. It's just like then some attackers like misuse the cloud setting and expose your private data, just like phone numbers or personal photos, banking details, etc. Now, what is AI? AI is also contained two words, artificial and intelligent. Artificial means some made by human, but not by nature. Intelligence is means ability to learn, understand, and making decisions based on knowledge or experience. So we can say AI is making computer or machine smarter enough to think and make decisions like human. We all are surrounded by AI. When you're talking your smartphone using your voice assistant like Siri, Google Assistant, that is AI. When Netflix recommended movies for you, that was AI. When Google shows you search result, that is AI. When your social media shows post like you want, that was AI. Now, now we'll understand how AI is being used by cybersecurity, launch more advanced and automated attacks. So let's go. How AI is transforming cyber attacks. So, today's attackers are faster, smarter, and more precious up because AI can spot weaknesses, targets, system automatically. It can even mimic human behavior, making malicious activities harder to detect. This means cybersecurity team must act quickly, using AI themselves to predict, detect, and respond to threats in the real time. In short, AI is making attack more advanced. Let's see how what all are. Deepfake technology. What is deepfake technology? You can see this one is original photo and other one is it's fake. Both men are same, but there is some changes and using the AI they are changing the visualization which is same like original one. So defect technology is used machine learning to manipulate videos, audios, images to make someone appear to say or do something they never actually did. While this can be used for fun, like movies, entertainment, animes, etc. But it is can be dangerous. This technology is poses secure risk to privacy, trust, and even democracy. As a student and future leaders, we need to be aware of what real and what might be digitally fake. You can't identify directly who is the correct person. So
Shivani
always,
ma'am, sorry to interrupt. Could you please be a little bit louder? Students are writing the message for it being louder. So you can raise your voice.
oh yes. Just a second.
You can speak louder.
Yes, ma'am. Just a second. I think I have misconfiguration.
जोर से बोल रहा है सब।
Shivani ma'am, you can continue if it's not working. You can continue. We are able to hear you, but the voice was low, but that's not the problem. You can continue.
Hello.
Yeah. You
Voice
can
is clear.
continue.
Okay. Um, yes. So we are talking about deepfake technology. This technology poses a serious risk to privacy, trust, and even democracy. As a student, you are the future leaders. We need to be aware of real and what is fake. So always question what you see online. Now everything is real, but is it? Always question. Let's move to other attack. So this one is a source SMS. Dear customer, your bank account is at risk. Please reset your password immediately to avoid suspicious. Click here your trusted bank name, and they are providing their support team contact. So there this slide show a fake SMS claiming your bank account. It asks you to click suspicious link and even included a fake supporting email. This is called phishing. It is a sticky, but cyber criminals to steal your personal information. If you clicked on that link, it could take you to fake website. It's look like the same like your original website. And you are trying to enter your username and passwords, but your you can't reset your passwords, and next time you are logging, you are trying to log in on the same website but you can't. After that you realize that, oh, I missed. So be aware for the phishing is SMSs. Phishing SMSs often use the fear and urgency to pressure you to acting quickly. Click now and get you or you can get locked. But remember, Real banks never ask you sensitive information through the SMS or emails or everything. So if you ever get a message like this, stop, think, and first verify. After uh, you you go through. Let's move to next step. Automated. Now let's talk about something that's happening behind the screen. Automated hacking. What you are seeing here, represented how AI-driven bots are used by hackers to attack networks. These bots can scan thousands of systems in seconds, looking for weaknesses faster and more efficiently than the human ever could. This means hackers don't even have to try very hard. With the help of AI, the attackers are faster, smarter, and harder to detect. It's a scary part, right? These tools are become more available even to people who have no real hacking skill. Using the AI technologies gets smarter. So, do the threats. That's why cybersecurity isn't just a job for IT professional anymore. It's everyone's responsibility. We need to stay informed and updated your systems or software or phones to protect. The third one is phishing email. Here you can see in the image someone is using ChatGPT and writing to say phishing email for social media platform, and subject is your account has been locked, immediately action required. So how can you protect yourself? Always doubt whenever you click an email address. Don't click any suspicious link. And if it is sound is too urgent or suspicious, it is probably is. Always question. AI is powerful tool, but it can be used both for good and bad. It can be good, it can be bad. Now we'll check how we will check this email is phishing or something else, legitimate email or phishing email. Here you can see this one is as an example, taking an example. So you got mail from you won $1,000 gift card. So too good to be trust. It is offered. Now then check most important sender. Who is the sender? Is his name is a Godaway? It's a Gmail. It's Outlook. It's a company name. Whatever. You can first check this sender name. Who is? Then move into the others. They are providing the suspicious link, or then you can check dear customer. Here you can check the grammar mistake. So you can identify this one is not a genuine mail, and this sender is not a genuine. You can see CON. It's not com, or there is no provide any Gmail or Outlook. So you can identify this one is not genuine sender. Now move into other. You are the winning our $10,000 gift card giveaway. Please log in below to redeem your prize in the next 24 hours. It is say urgency. And they are providing the login link. They are requesting the sensitive information for you can hurry and you can log in. Then you are entering your username and password, and they are also attaching the suspicious attachment also. So you can click and they are directly log into your system, and they can be viruses, they can ransomware, they can be malwares, etc. So now what is the question? The question is mm, is future cybersecurity in future cybersecurity is combined with the AI. Let's say we can the future of cybersecurity plus AI. AI can help secure system. It is also present challenges. Criminals are increasing their attacks using the AI, automatic tools, automatic logics. Then they are making the faster moves. In the future, it's not just about keeping up with threats. It is about staying one step ahead. AI will not be a tool in cybersecurity. It will shape the future of how we'll defend against cyber threats. Now, let's see what is it. We can make smart defense system the future of opportunity. Smart defense system. Smart defense system with the help of AI ability to learn from past attacks, security system will be better equipment to recognize and respond to threats in real time. This means faster identification of breaches and more effective. Second one is the real time threat prediction. AI can analyze a vast amount of data to detect early sign of potential attacks. Always security teams to act before any damages it is done. Then third one is AI human can collaborate. Why? There were an opportunity with the AI. There are also dangerous, but must be aware of it. Then we'll see other side, which is dangerous sides, which is also can be dangerous. The future dangerous. It's a smarter burst. Smart attacks. Smart attacks is like AI powered attacks can adapt to defensive measuring and learn evaluating in real time. This means attackers could exploit vulnerability faster and more effectively. AI can access and process massive amount of personal data, making it easier for criminals to gather sensitive information. Protect privacy will become even more challenging in this world. Then malware. imaging a virus that learn how to avoid every defense you put up. That is the dangerous. The future holds a great potential, but we must be protective in addressing the emerging threats. Let's check. Can AI replace cybersecurity professional? Yes or no? Let's see what happened. Now, first we can see what AI can do. AI says, AI says I can generate a report, and I had I have talent to update my softwares, blocking the malicious site, blocking some malicious thing automatically. So now human is thinking now what we can do, what human can do. Let's see. The human says think critical, think, think carefully, and make smarter choice. Example is decision. Decision if the stranger messages is really dangerous or just mistake. Investigate complex problem. Figuring out a hackers managed to get into a system takes experience and clever thinking. Take ethical responsibility, just like knowing when you take a police about a big attacks. Oh, women can also think. So now, who is the powerful, AI or human? Now, there is some chat about human and AI. AI say yes, I am powerful. Human say no, you are not. AI say why not? I can process thousands of threads per second. Human say true, but can you think critical under the pressure? AI say I can analyze the data faster than anyone. Human says but can you adapt to new expected attacks? I can learn from past data. Human says what you but what about empathy? Can you climb some down during the breaches? AI say I don't need to climb anyone. I stop the threat. Human say you stop the threat. Yes, but I can handle the human side. The strategy, decision, and emphasis. AI says, so you think we need both? Human says, exactly. We work together. I bring the judgment, you bring the speed, and but at the end, whatever it's AI or us, is like a human. One thing is clear, we must stay protected, right? AI say exactly. The future of cybersecurity is the mix of AI powered defense and human judgment. But no matter the tool, our goals remains the same, protecting the data and the people. Human says, so let's dive into. Now they are stop fighting and they are work together. Now let's understand real means to stay protected. It's just about a defense. It's about taking responsibility. how we are stay protected in our daily life and making some precautions. We can see all of the pictures. The first one is says always update your system or phone uh, to protect from the malware, viruses, etc. Then second picture says click on link, but we always verify this link is genuine or not. Then third one it says anti-malware softwares. Um, Anti-malware softwares always use the genuine softwares for scanning your system from protecting the viruses, malwares, uh, ransomwares, etc. The fourth one is says this, something like username and password. This says this image says to stay stay protected with the using the safe and strong password. Password contents are using the characters, upper letter, numerical, symbols is, and most important, not use any repeated password. It's like password has this 1111. So you can't you always practice that the password is not repeat any of the character or any of the numerical any symbols. So you can use the strong password, and after this use the strong password. After you can always enable your multi-factor authentication for the your secure login of any applications. Then the last one is says always verify your unusual messages. That's now.
Dear students, if you have any questions, you can write in the chat regarding cybersecurity. Uh, Vidhi Goyal has I have one question, that is how AI works in cybersecurity. But I think you have answered this question, right?
Yes.
Yes, so you have answered. So, what certification should they do if they want to build their career in cybersecurity? If you can suggest some kind of certification for them.
Yes, the students can do some certification from Udemy or Coursera. They can learn basic of cybersecurity. They in this course they are learn basic of networking, what all are the attacks, what all are the viruses, malwares, ransomwares, and how can they are protecting this self. Okay, there are lots of questions. So someone is asking how deal with cybersecurity threat threat. Okay, so uh, for nowadays we are always awareing about for we are always awareing to use your surrounding phones, laptops. They are protected. Use the two-factor authentication. Use strong passwords. And do not share your personal information to anyone. Okay. Then how to protect from mail bombing. So you can use always identify who is the sender, the content of mails. They are attaching malicious link. So always first you have to verify all those things and after click on any link. How can we get a job in the cyber security? Mhm. So you have to do a job in cyber security. So first all of you have to do a cyber security course. Uh, you will get basic information of cyber security. What is all are it, and you all and you also get information for a team. The cybersecurity have too many teams: blue team, red team, purple team. So you can identify which team you are choosing. So blue team is as a working as a SOC analyst. Red team is a VAPT team. They are attacking and testing on the websites. But they are taking a permission from companies and after they are working on it. Thank you. Uh, you can also do one courses, which one is like CH, CPAN from EC Council side. So I can mention those site you can go through and you can see all the courses which you can do for the cyber security and you can get some skills. Just a second. You can use this link for doing certificates and getting skills for cybersecurity. Do you have any other questions?
I think you have answered all the questions. So thank you so much for such an informative session. I, on behalf of WCTM, take this opportunity to express my heartfelt gratitude to you for delivering such an insightful session on cybersecurity. Your talk has truly highlighted how cybersecurity is evolving in today's digital era, where attackers are becoming even smarter, and why we must be equally proactive in strengthening our defenses. The practical insights you shared, from monitoring and incident handling to staying future ready in this field, has given us valuable knowledge that we can apply not only as professionals but also in our daily lives. And thank you so much once again for this enlightening session. And thank you for sharing the link with the students. Looking forward for many more sessions with you in future. Thank you for your valuable time. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Nice to connect with you, Shivani. Dear students, so the first half of the session is over. Now our next speaker is Miss Neha. She's a full stack developer. Our next speaker is Miss Neha, and she's a full stack developer. And you all have queries related to full stack, both the front end and the back end, right? So she would be there to help you understand the full stack development. So she will join at 2 p.m. So I would request you all not to leave the Zoom meet, but reconnect at 2 p.m. Right? So before 2 p.m. Sorry, you can reconnect at 1:55, 1:50 p.m. So you have a lunch break till then. If you have any queries, you can write down in the chat. We'll be back at 1:40 p.m. Right, guys? We can discuss something then. 1:50. I want you all back in this session. So don't leave this Zoom. Okay. Thank you, students. Thank you. Thank you for listening so patiently. नेक्स्ट वाला सेशन भी बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग होने वाला है. आप लोगों को सबको क्वेरीज रहती है फुल स्टैक की, फ्रंट एंड में कौन सी टेक्नोलॉजीज पढ़नी है, बैक एंड में कौन सी पढ़नी है. तो मैम नेहा आएगी, शी इज अ फुल स्टैक डेवलपर एट अमेरिकन एक्सप्रेस, तो आपको काफी अच्छे से बता पाएगी. तो आप लोग उनकी टॉक अच्छे से सुनिएगा, जो क्वेश्चन है आप उनसे पूछेगा. राइट. थैंक यू स्टूडेंट्स.